you talked about starting to play AAU ball your eighth grade year. You played with Skill Center all the way up. Finished up at Hillsborough your senior year. Talk to me about your recruiting process after high school.
So, okay, recruiting that, okay, so my senior year, it being my first like time ever being recruited, it was it was exciting at first. It was extremely exciting. Just like having coaches interested, it makes you like yeah, hyped up and everything like that. But to a certain point, you have to like it can be stressful, like really stressful because like it can either affect your game because like you might worry that you might lose it if you like fuck up or like just mess up really bad or like are you should you commit now like you're either rushed or you're waiting too long, you know what I mean? So like you really have to manage like how you're handling it. Like you got to like keep in contact with every coach that like contacts you. Like you can't be rude. Like if you go on like visits and stuff like that, you have to show them that like you are interested in the school. Like you cannot like if they're talking to you, make eye contact, shake their hands. Like you got to be like mannered because the moment that they like see that either you're not fit for this program is the moment you lose your like it's the moment that they lose the interest in you. But um for me, I had plenty of schools interested in me my senior year, and I went on a couple of visits. But with COVID happening too, when like, everything got shut down, it made it kind of harder for me. So like, luckily, I had a couple of visits before COVID happened. So I had the two schools I was kind of interested in between. It was Eckerd and St. Leo. So the one thing you want to take from recruiting, you want to go to the place that wants you the most. You don't go to a place that you think you can contribute to. If you go to a place that if you just go, okay, let's say you have a low like or a D1, right? You have a D1 offering you, and then you have like a good Division 2, like good conference, everything like that. You have to consider two like a couple of things. Consider like, is it a winning program? Who wants you the most? Who's giving you the most money? And then like where do you see yourself in 4 years at this university? Do you see yourself like being a big contributor, like a contributor or stuff like that? Those are the key aspects you really have to take in when you are going through the recruiting process. And you also have to ask questions because like not even like on the sports side, but you have to consider like academically, like do they have the majors that you really want? And are they all for you? If they're not all in for you, then that's not the school for you because they have to put the time and effort to show you that they want you and only you at their school.
Definitely. I think that's real thorough advice, pretty much top to bottom. Like everything that you said there was pretty key. I think anybody that's going through the recruitment process or will be in the future, I think that's a good clip, a good little piece of information that they should listen to. I feel like everything you said right there was thorough for sure. So you talked about advice that you would give to somebody, but what went into your decision to go to St. Leo and how did it come about?
Okay, so I had I had a couple different options. So I was talking to like a low D1, University of Tennessee Martin, and I was talking to St. Leo. I was talking to Eckerd. So my main focus was Tennessee Martin for a good minute. But then I was talking to the coach, and then he was like, "We really want you to go JUCO for a year, and we want to recruit you for the 2022 class." And so, and then I talked to the St. Leon Eckerd coaches, and they were like, "Yeah, man, we want you here. Like you'd be amazing. You could be a big contributor for us. We can win with you. Like we'd love to have you, stuff like that." So like in my head, I'm like, why would I risk giving something up, like giving something like that up for just to go from like the words of a coach that hasn't like put anything on paper yet. You know what I mean? Like you can't I just can't take you can't take someone's word for something like that because it's recruit like college basketball is a business. You feel me? So like if you take that risk, sure it might work out. It might work out, but it's a risk that's too like it's too risky because the conference like St. Leo and Ecker, the Sunshine State Conference, it's an amazing conference, very tough conference. Like the top three teams usually go in the tournament every year, but and they win, you know? So like, why would I not go to a school that wants me that wins, that's good competition, you know, like, and rather than risk going JUCO and not going to the school that said that they recruit me for. So my choice in St. Leo was the fact that they felt more welcoming and I felt like I could be a big contributor here. The way they went about the recruiting process, like just like approaching me and stuff like that, they would contact me like mostly like every day, seeing how I was, seeing how my family was. Like that's something that's those are people you really want in your corner when it comes down to it. You feel me? Like Tennessee Martin, they didn't text me like how the coaches here did. They text me probably like once every few like days, check up on me, check my stats. That's the one thing that like really like raised a red flag is that's all they were asking me about, like how the game go, how much you put up, something like that. Like, but St. Leo coach, he was just asking like, it was just like, hey, good game, rest up. You got on another one in a couple days. You got the championship coming up. Like, focus. You got this. And like, that's something like that really like it really swayed me to choose Leo.